darling. We love you, we appreciate you, and may God continue to bless you richly. And of course, anyone out there celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday from all of us. Let's quickly go to our quote for today. And our quote says, and I want you to understand this quote, it says, be strong enough to walk away from what's hurting you and be patient enough to wait for the blessings you deserve. I'm going to read it again because it's a strong message, and it says, be strong enough to walk away from what's hurting you and be patient enough to wait for the blessings you deserve. It's powerful, and it came to us with the kind compliments of Fab India Expo. Remember to check them out. They're now located behind KFC in La Romaine. They've got beautiful clothing, shoes, accessories. They've got lots of gifts, household items. They've got furniture, household, and so much more. So remember to check them out today. And not forgetting the food court. It's safe and secure. Make it a family affair. Check them out today. So this, of course, is Fab India Expo and India in Style Expo, located behind KFC La Romaine. Check them out. All right. Let me say good morning and a very warm welcome to a lady that I so admire. She's such a force to be reckoned with and a strength in every way, and I'm speaking of Gayatri Mahabir Singh. First of all, she's a loving daughter, a sister, a friend, a mother, and she's just a darling. And I'm really just very happy to have her today with us again. And today she's going to talk to us about domestic violence because she had first-hand experience. She's a survivor of domestic violence. But what is important is that she didn't sit idly by. She allowed her life to be a living example, but more importantly, empowered herself by allowing her dreams to become a reality, and a very successful lady at it. So, good morning and a warm welcome again, Gayatri. It's so nice to have you with us.
Yes, good morning, Zelisa, and good morning to all the viewers out there. Have a blessed day, and I'm very grateful and much privileged to be here today.
I know this program today for you, it's going to be difficult and it's going to be emotional, an emotional roller coaster. But I want you to understand that your message is going to be heard and felt near and far. And I believe and I trust and have faith that it's going to inspire people out there, and it's going to help people to understand that this moment will pass.
Yes.
And we are in control by the choices that we make. We either choose to sit idly by and allow things to influence us in a positive way or a negative way. Or we get up and we tell ourselves, today is the last day of hurt and pain, and I'm going to pick up my pieces, I'm going to live my dream.
Yes.
So, with that, let's start our conversation and let's go down memory lane. The last time you were here, and for the benefit of the viewers who are now seeing you, you explained to us that you got married very young. This lady wears many hats, and so before we even go into going down memory lane, why don't we just refresh the memory of our listeners and our viewers, and let's talk about your accomplishments and your strengths.
Well, I have a lot of accomplishments, being from, getting married young, and people think, well, that's the end of it, because you have no dreams anymore when you get married and have children, and everything just, you think it gone down the drain because you have to take care of your children, but it didn't, because after I had 4 children, I still did a course with North American Correspondence School where I become a professional photographer and videographer.
Nice.
Because I lived this kind of confined life when I was married, that I was not supposed to go out, don't work.
How long were you married for?
15 years.
15 years.
Yeah.
Now, so you did that course, you're a singer.
Yeah.
You have a beautiful voice. I remember Jen from Jamaica talked when we did that program with you and you sang a little song for us. She commented what a beautiful voice you had. You are the manager of Massa Nature Park.
Yes, I am.
You have your own drapery business. You're a good cook. I tasted your food and it's delicious. And apart from that, there's so much that you do as a woman to enhance yourself, and I love how you take care of yourself as well. Yeah, you got married.
Yeah,
You got
so,
married,
yeah,
and
I
this
got,
this was a love marriage, or was
no,
it?
it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't. But you know, like growing up in a home with so many children and so many, well, as I said, it would have been that too much for a parent to handle, so you just want to move out.
And then you came from a home where very humble beginnings, a
Yeah.
very poor home. What I admire though is that your mother was a strength in your life. She was a single parent, as you indicated. I remember that, you saying that to us. But you know, she did instill the right morals and values, and
Yes,
that's
she
something
did.
that took you through life, huh?
Yeah.
And she herself was an inspiration to you, which was excellent.
Yeah, because, well, growing up with my mother, it was, although you were poor and you had so many children, people will think that, you know, you wouldn't grow up with it, but we did. She instilled a lot of values, whereas ladies were not supposed to drink or go to bars. We had to grow up with that, and we couldn't wear short clothes, all those things, and always be respectable to elders, respect your brothers, respect everybody, and so on. But she did instill a lot of good values, and maybe that is why I thought that this marriage would have been like, you want to stay because of how you grow up. You will stay
Yeah,
because
you have
of,
to take
because
it,
of
yeah.
what goes on in this marriage. Maybe the abuse, and abuse wouldn't just come from like physical. It used to be like, it would be mental, verbal, physical. All that is abuse, right? And then you try to put up with these things because you thought this is what marriage was about. But as I get older into that marriage, I realized that no, this is not what it's supposed to be, because when I look at other people, how they would have had freedom, and freedom was taken away from me in my marriage.
When you talk to us about freedom, what exactly are you talking about?
Freedom is like, okay, I was confined, and when I talk about freedom, I was not allowed to talk to my neighbors. I was not allowed to talk to people that, especially guys who I may went to school with in the past.
If you did, what happened?
It would have been a big disaster.
What would you say was a big disaster?
Okay, so we would be driving out the road, and I would see somebody that I went to school with, and I would just like, hi, hello, how you doing? And it was like, when you go home, it's a lot of argument, like, why you have to talk to them, and why you have to talk to that person. I don't want you talking to anybody.
A lot of jealousy took place?
Jealousy. And then the confinement would have been, I never get to go back by my parents to Lime and talk with my sisters or to go out or any. I was not, that part of like, it was not there anymore for me. And I was just like home. I couldn't wear any nice clothes like I used to do.
What do you consider nice clothes?
Nice clothes, like what I'm wearing.
Okay.
Okay, so I like to wear my jeans and my nice stuff, but I like my clothes fitted regardless of what. And I couldn't cut my hair anymore. And I was becoming an old woman before my time, because I was dressing in like big long t-shirts and, you know, trying to be unattractive.
Trying to be unattractive, or was
Don't
it
know,
that?
the person wants you to be unattractive, so that when you go out there, people won't look at you and say, you know, you have a nice wife, or she's nice, and I remember a time I went to a function. It was a wedding or something. And a guy looked at me and he said, wow, you have beautiful nails. And when I come back home, he took a scissors and cut off all my nails.
What?
Yeah.
Because somebody commented on your nails.
And I was not supposed to travel. He had a car and I was to use that car to carry my children to school, back and forth, and that was all my life, nothing else. And I remember once, my mother would have prayers, and I went to the prayers because the car was down, and I went in the prayers, and I was getting a lift back with my cousin, and I had to sit in the back seat. I couldn't sit in the front. Because if I come home and I was in the front seat, that was going to have a big breakup.
Breakup in the sense of, what do you mean?
Yes,
breakup?
because when we would start this argument and he would start to get violent, and the minute he hit me, you know, I just, okay, I start the car and where I go? I'm going by my mother because I want a peace of mind right now.
When was the first time after you got married? So you saw no signs. This marriage was an arranged marriage. Now, Gayatri, in many, I want to explain this. There are relationships that started off not love marriages but arranged marriages, and those marriages worked. It wasn't love marriages. They fell in love during the marriage. You follow what I'm saying? And those marriages worked, and they worked well, and you know, that relationship progressed. Then, like in this situation, your marriage was arranged, but it wasn't a love marriage. Did you ever fall in love with this person?
Okay, I will rephrase something. All I said was arranged, he did meet me.
Right.
Right?
Well, yeah, you
and
did
I was
get
going to school. I was attending modern business school, and he did met me, and he asked me. But I thought he was nice, and I realized, well, nice looking, and he was not a smoker, he was not a drinker, he was no like this well-off person. But he was nice.
He's nice, kind. He was kind in the beginning.
And he said, coming to ask your mother to get, and I thought it was joke. But actually, when he did come with his parents.
But did you see any red flags in the sense that any signs that, because you know, we all have a discerning spirit in the sense that we kind of like identify this is not right, something is not right. Did you ever have that feeling prior?
Yes, I did. Before, okay, so we have met in August, and in November, August, September, October, in 3 months' time we have gotten married.
Wow!
But within the 3 months, right, I went to, I should have taken this to heart, but I didn't. I went to San Fernando High Street, there is where I went to write my exam.
I want you to hold that thought right now. We need to take a quick break. Let's go to these important messages. When we return, we continue our conversation today with Gayatri Mahabir Singh. And, you know, we're talking about domestic violence because she is a survivor of domestic violence. We continue our conversation when we return. Stay with us.
South Trinidad, here we come. Indian Style Expo is set to open on Friday 25th August until September 11th, located behind KFC Laramine. One show only. Get everything under one roof. Fashionable Indian garments, jewelry, footwear, home decor, bed covers, curtains, western garments, handbags, and so much more. Enjoy delicious Indian food with Tandoori King, live dosas, and so much more. We've got food from all parts of India. You can also check us out for furniture that you've never seen before in Trinidad. One place where you can get it all. We're guaranteed variety you've never seen before. Indian Style Expo, located behind KFC Laramine, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. We're open on weekends and public holidays. Indian Style Expo, one place you must visit.
Super quality supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Hoover Car Park, Hoover, 98 Endeavour Road, Chaguanas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trin-City. Super Quality Supermarket.
Welcome to OATS, Optimal Alternative Treatment Solutions Limited, the future of healthcare, which provides full body scans which we detect and treat cancer, tumors, all heart conditions, cysts, fibroids, dementia, Parkinson's, just to name a few. No radiation and medication is not needed. If you are tired of getting no results, call us at 354-4459 or 356-7226.
Are you ready to own your own home? But worried about time, money, and construction? We handle it all. With Docs, you can sleep in your dream. Make a down payment of $100K or $150K and we'll build a 2 or 3 bedroom home on your unused land. A home is an investment into your future, so let's help you invest wise, invest well. Payment plans available. We're only a call away.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa. To all of our viewers on Synergy TV, all those of you on the Caribbean Showtime television in Canada, and to all of our listeners on New 975 FM Multicultural Radio, welcome back. I'm in conversation with Gayatri Mahabir Singh, and she is a survivor of domestic violence. Welcome back, Gayatri. So you would have seen in the 3 months prior to marriage some little red flags, something that said to you, nah, this is not right. What were those signs?
Yes, I did. So like during the course of that time, I went, I traveled and I went to San Fernando, where I would have written my exams. And I was going to modern business school. And I was walking down the street and somebody just hold my hand. And it was him. So he traveled and come. He just heard that I was going there. Like it would have been a previous conversation. And I was so like shocked that he traveled and come to San
Maybe he
Fernando.
was in love with you and he wanted to spend some time with you. Did you not think that?
Yeah, but he should have mentioned that. Or
I'm
maybe he
coming
was
to meet you.
coming to meet me to say. When afterwards, like into this marriage, I realized he was a person like always trying to see if you are into anything. Like
Was
if
it
you
that
are
he was stalking you kind of thing?
sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he would have just during the course of well, he would have a vehicle and he would have just drive up where I'm living anytime.
So you felt that there were trust issues on his part.
Yes, and I
he
should
was
have
a little
listened.
insecure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that is, I didn't
And
take
I
a
wonder
note
if
of that.
those trust issues were there because he knew. Remember, you were singing with a band, you were out there, attractive, young, a singer kind of thing, you know, and he probably had those, he was insecure with that, about that.
Well,
But you know, it's not about being insecure about other people, it's about yourself.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So you got married after 3 months. When you got married, when was the first time after marriage he became violent?
When I was pregnant with my first son.
While you were pregnant?
Yeah, so I was like about 5 or 6 months pregnant and we were driving, going down to, somewhere we were driving and we had an argument. And I remember telling him something, I would mention what it is, and I was sitting there and he just hit me this hard slap in my face. And I was like,
What did you do?
I said, stop this car. And I come, because nobody never, you know, I wasn't expecting anything like that. When I come out of the car, I keep walking.
How far gone in your pregnancy were you? At
About
what?
6 months.
6 months?
Yeah.
And you collect her slap.
First time.
Carrying
Yeah.
this man's child and you
Yeah.
collect her slap.
And from that minute, I really get to hate him. From the time somebody abuse you or hit you a slap or anything like that, I think that is the time, if you even have a little bit of lightness, so it went down the drain.
He
at
crossed
that
the
moment.
line. He crossed
Yeah.
the line. Yeah. This was with your first child. You had 4 children for this man. You lived with him for 15 years.
Yes, I did. Oh, stupid.
May I ask? No, you were not. You were not. You were in a situation where you had kids. So you started to hate him at that point, but you went on to have 3 other children.
Yes.
So, what was it? What was the turning that you hated, but then you stayed and you went on? What was it that kept you there in that home, in that marriage?
So this is something that I see happening all the time, and it happened with me because he was a person that, okay, from the minute he hit you or he would abuse you, he will come immediately and he will apologize. And, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh gosh, kid, I'm so sorry. I won't do it again. Oh gosh, forget it. I'm really sorry. And you know, they will talk nice to you and all these sort of things. So you calm down and whatever, you know, because I tell myself this is marriage. I tell myself this is marriage. I had no experience before. So, and then it will happen again. And even though that didn't happen, I kept realizing that the confinement, but I realized
a number of different
confinement,
things. Yeah.
right? And it's like you have to live all alone with no friends and no family, and you just like, you do your housework, you don't get to go to work. But I remember when I got married and went there, he had no electricity there, but I bought a machine. I had no electricity there, and I sew a lot of clothes in that, and he would have sold those same clothes because I was having a baby. I wanted to send him, well, him or her, whatever it would have been, to a proper school, preschool,
Yeah.
and whatever.
Yeah.
And I decided to make if I can't go out there to work, I'll make my own money home.
And you started sewing at home.
Yeah, because I used to sew before.
Yeah.
And then when he go to work, well, his work was like straightening, painting vehicles, and then he had a lot, some land there where we have plants, producers and whatever. And when he not there, I would have planted a lot of lettuce and plant up a lot of stuff, you know, so that I could make money home. If I can't go out there to work, I'll make it home.
You empowered yourself, girl.
So,
When he was abusive and there was violence in the home, your children were aware of that? Because, you know, in some situations, it happens in the confinement of a bedroom when the children are not around. So I remember talking to a child who became an adult that said to me, I never knew my father was beating my mother mercilessly. They never believed when the mother said that because they never saw signs of it. They never knew because they were never around, or they hid it from the children. Your children knew?
most of the time that happened, it would have been either when they were at school, and he was a private person. He never wanted, in all that time that I lived in that particular place there where I got married, my neighbors would have never heard my husband quarreling or myself quarreling or talking hard, because I'm a person like this. If I'm going to let my business out in the street and I'm going to report you to the police, I wouldn't be seen with you anymore. That is a tough decision, and the day I make that decision is that they have no returning.
You close that door.
So I take my time.
But you did mention that there were times when you were angry or you were in the fit of violence or whatever, that situation that became toxic or you were unhappy with, that you went to your mother's house.
Yeah.
When you went to your mother's house, what happened?
Well, you know, I didn't get the support that I wanted from my family. The support that somebody would have said, you know, leave this guy.
You see that point you just made there? I am hoping that parents take note of this, because many times, especially in situations with daughters, because violence happens both ways, huh? Especially with daughters, you say, go back there. He gave you a house, he's paying the bills, he's taking care of the children, he gets food on a table. Go back and make your marriage work. You're sending your child back to death because you kill that person while they're living. You take away everything from them. Why not say go to counseling, have some intervention, and have conversations, and I'm addressing, there's so many things you could do before sending that child back to that toxic relationship. You're killing your child and you're killing your grandchildren. Try to fix it, try to get intervention, to get counseling or help, or empower your child and say, you don't deserve this. I didn't bring you up to have somebody use you as a doormat, or somebody treat you less than who you deserve to be.
You know, there would have been times when I would have brothers who would have stand up to him, but at the same point in time, you have children, and you ask yourself, how, this was my problem, I asked myself, how I'm going to take care of these children. But when I get that support from one member of my family, it would have been after I had 4 children.
And you're thinking, but I can't go, where I'm in somebody's house with 4 children.
Yeah. And I thought about all that, and it would have been something reoccurring all the time. Like, I talk to someone, or we may go out, and somebody might talk to me, and that will cause a lot of problems, like an argument, but he never, like, beat me. You know, like somebody beat you, it was never like that. It was a slap. Always a hard slap. And I couldn't take that. It was like, okay, if even self you do that, you need, because like in some point in time, he will say, you know, this marriage certificate thing, that I sign paper for you. Right? So one day I take the paper, the marriage certificate, and I take a scissors and I cut it up. I say, so that paper is unsigned now. Right? Yeah.
You reached that point.
Yeah. And I never hit back. I never tried to hit back. But the day I did, that was the day I should have done it long time ago. Serious.
So you reached a point where you did.
I did, yeah. And that is how I win.
We'll
that is how I
continue our
become
conversation after these messages. And of course, to all of our listeners, all of our viewers, I'm going to open up the telephone line and allow you to be part of the conversation. If you're in a situation as well that you just want to talk about it, we're here to listen. Or if you want to lend some advice, we're here to listen. You could call us, or you could send a WhatsApp message to 384-7142. That's 384-7142 when we return. Let's go to these messages.
Charan's Bookstore. For all your school books, stationery items, uniforms, shoes, board games, toys, and much more. Visit them at any of their 3 branches located at 24 Eastern Main Road, Quezay, San Juan. Telephone number 675-9024 or 675-3607. 53 Eastern Main Road, Tunapuna, 663-1884, 663-1476, or 645-3878. Trin City Mall, Trin City. Contact them at 640-3155.
Calm down, calm down.
Check out Charan's Bookstore.
Looking for an adventure? Then come to Massa Nature Park. There are scenic spaces for picnics, adults and kids swimming pools, apartments for rent, huts for cooking, liming, and beautiful nature trails for hikes. Business hours 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Conveniently located at Brasso, Grand Couver. Contact us at 777-4531 or 335-0183. Let the fun begin. Tile Expression Limited, the #1 leader in tiles. Large stock, unbeatable prices, wide variety of porcelain tiles, ceramic tiles, wall and floor tiles, residential and commercial, granite and quartz countertops. Best quality from Spain, Italy, Brazil, India and China. Tile Expression Limited, conveniently located Monroe Road, Kunapir. Telephone 693-0015 or 223-TILE. Are you looking for effective and affordable advertising? Look no further. We have what you need. Advertise with us here at Conversations with Zelisa. Don't delay. Call us to advertise on Conversations with Zelisa. We have a range of advertising packages guaranteed to target the audience you need at the most affordable prices. Visit us at our office, Friends Plaza, San Juan, or call or WhatsApp 292-6470. That's 292-6470. To all of our dear viewers on Synergy TV, all those of you on the Caribbean Showtime television in Canada, all of our listeners on U975 FM Multicultural Radio, welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa. Thank you so much for choosing us. And I want to remind you, if you'd like to send a WhatsApp message or you want to call us, 3847142. If you're calling, I ask you kindly to please take the volume down on your television and your radio before you call. Speak into the phone, not listen to the television. And of course, you're welcome to call or send a WhatsApp message, 3847142. I'm in conversation with a survivor of domestic violence, and that of course is Gayatri Mahabir Singh. And Gayatri, welcome back, darling. I know this is difficult for you, but I want to read this that just came in from one of our viewers. And it says, "Good morning, Zelisa. I've just put on my TV and I am viewing. I know what the guests went through. I did go through those things. It's just I have one child, a wonderful, caring son. I lived with him for 33 years. I could never leave because of home was built by me before I married while gainfully employed. He died in 2021. I would say God took him from my life to be free from him. I now have I'm a now grandmother of two of two children. To this person, thank you for reaching out and sharing your story. And any others, you're welcome, 3847142. Or what advice you may have, you're free to send that as well, 3847142. Excuse me. Gayatri, what was, or where was, I should say, the turning point when you said you never fought, you took it for all these years, yeah. But there was this one time you said
enough is enough. I'm not taking this no more. And you retaliated. You want to share that with us?
Yeah, it would have been after I had 4 children.
Right.
And, you know, like every time we have a pressure time, then I will say, like, where he will hit me and so on. I'll call my mother, yes, I'll take my children and go spend a few days, sort of, and whatever. And he will always come begging and begging, you know, to go back. I don't have a time that, for some reason or the other, a simple thing, like when my second son was graduating from preschool, I went on stage and I sang Suhani Rat.
Yeah.
And somebody who was there, the guy passed, he didn't even know where I was living, and he saw me there by the house and he stopped. He said, "Girl, I really like that song and I would like to get a copy of it for my wife." And my husband was coming down the street from his parents, and he saw that. We had a big breakup for that. Very, very big breakup just for talking to that guy. I didn't even know the guy. And he hit me. And that's something where for years it keep happening and happening. And then at some point in time, and he always cheating.
When you say cheating, he was
he
unfaithful.
always had women.
So he was unfaithful?
Yeah, he always had women and, you know, taking them up. Well, I knew everything, but what had happened at that time when I walked out, it was like he would have been having an affair with this person that I knew about, but I wasn't saying anything because I don't mind you having your affair, don't sleep with me. That's the whole thing about it. And it was like...
when you say don't sleep with you, no intimacy.
Yeah. And
if you want your woman, take your woman, but don't come near me, kind of thing. Okay.
It would have been like 2 days before Diwali time that year, and we went to the stores and we come back, and he went to meet the person, and I sit in the car and I waited, and when we went home, we had a conversation where he said, you know, you're my wife and I'm supposed to buy something for you, and I said, well, I'm not your wife. And I was just like sitting calm, doing what, I'm not your wife. And I don't know from where, but the hardest cough anybody would have get was that moment when he hit me a hard cough in my face. At that moment when I said that.
And I noticed you would get slaps in your face and cough in your face in particular. That's your face.
Always my face.
Yeah.
Right? And
you had your eye unguarded moments, anything can happen.
At that point in time, I wouldn't say where I get the strength from, I don't know, and I wouldn't say what I take up, but I jam him to the wall, and I put my hand so, and whatever hand I put it so, I say, hit me one more time and I'm going to jail today. Hit me.
You stood up for yourself.
Yeah.
Would you allow me to take this?
Yes, I do.
Good morning and welcome to the program.
Yes, good morning, ma'am. Good program as usual.
Thank you, sir.
But that lady that you got there, she given her side of the story, you know.
I understand. Fine, go ahead, please.
When you have in a program like that, if you can get in contact with the husband or somebody like that, you know, to give the other side of it, because all we hear is from the woman's side, you know.
Understand? Okay. You're welcome. And of course, we have a gentleman there advocating, and I understand that there are two sides to every story, but we're hearing her side. And the fact is, it takes a lot of strength to stand up and say, I'm a survivor. And one of the reasons, I'll tell you why I ask Gayatri to share her story, and I'll tell you why. Because there are many women out there that I know that call me personally, especially when I'm on radio, or would call me and cry on the phone and say, Zelisa, do you have some time to listen to me? I'm talking because I give my number out. On my time, after hours, they would call, sometimes late in the night, and say, Zelisa, I'm really going through a lot. So I particularly asked Gayatri to share her story because I'm aware of the struggles that she had, the problems that she encountered. because I feel that there are many people out there that are still struggling and they don't know to stand up and move on. They don't know. When I said earlier on that they are living but they are dead, it is because in their soul they feel dead. They can't get out to allow their dreams, or they can't live their life, or they're robbed of who they are and their personality. And so by her sharing her story, it will inspire or help, especially those people out there who are in toxic relationships, in relationships where you have violence, in relationships where your soul is being taken away. You can't smile, you can't wear makeup, you can't dress, you can't cut your hair. Imagine a man taking scissors and cutting off your nails. These things are reality, it happens. She's not the first person that would have expressed that to me. Many women I've never met in my life but would call and say that. And they reach out because I'm a woman. I do the host of a show.
Yeah.
I don't just do television, but I have a radio show for years as well. And so people reach out. And that is why I know it was going to be painful, and I told you that. It's not that she asked me to share her story. I asked her because I feel her story is one that is worth sharing, so she will empower women to allow their dreams to become a reality and don't have them feel as if they're dying and struggling. That's why I asked her. Good morning and welcome.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, darling. Can you please, can I get some volume, please?
Yes.
Yes, dear.
Yes. I totally, I would like to say, I totally applaud this lady for her sharing her story.
Yeah, so do I.
Kudos to her for standing up for her rights. This story can shed a light to the many women who think that they can't do better. But with determination and strength like this lady, they can surely change their lives. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that, because I'm passionate about it, because I don't want anybody to knock her, because it takes a lot. I understand what the gentleman is saying, that there are two sides to a story. We're not battling that today. We're talking about people who survive violence and made it in life, and she did. She did. And I want to applaud her, and I respect her even more for that, because she was able, despite 4 children, all of these difficulties, to tell herself, enough is enough, and I am going to be the woman I ought to be. I'm not advocating or pushing or saying that everybody have to break up, because remember what I said earlier on. If you're in a situation, get help, reach out and get help. I'm not saying break a marriage, because things you could fix with counseling or with guidance.
I tried to fix this. Look how many years, in 15 years I was trying to fix this. And listen, this would have no side for nobody to say, well, he have a side. He didn't have no side. Everybody in Rio Claro, and I don't care, everybody in Rio Claro, from the police to my family to friends to my neighbors especially, they would have known, always tell me, girl, leave that man. Everybody. Because you're working, you're going to offshore. When you come back, I'm doing my own plumbing. I'm doing my own electrical. I'm cutting my own lawn. I'm painting my own house.
You listening?
I'm taking my 4 children to school. I am taking them to the temple. I am taking them to the scout troop. I am attending all the meetings.
You are mother and father. But I'll say this, Gayatri, and I say this with conviction. It does not matter whether it's 2 sides to a story. Nobody has the right and authority or should beat someone, or should, in terms of violence, there's no, if something is wrong, then get help, go to the law, let the right authorities deal. But you have no right to beat up nobody, no right to treat someone inhumane. And so whether 2 sides of the story or not,
exactly.
Even if you're cheating, whatever, or you're being unfaithful, whatever, it does not give you the right or authority to beat up somebody mother or somebody father. It's wrong. With that, let's go to these messages. It's wrong.
Trinidad, here we come. India in Style Expo is set to open on Friday 25th August until September 11th. Located behind KFC Laramine. One show only. Get everything under one roof. Fashionable Indian garments, jewelry, footwear, home decor, bed covers, curtains, western garments, handbags and so much more. Enjoy delicious Indian food with Tandoori King, live dosas and so much more. We've got food from all parts of India. You can also check us out for furniture that you've never seen before in Trinidad. One place where you can get it all. We're guaranteed variety you've never seen before. India in Style Expo, located behind KFC Laramine, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. We're open on weekends and public holidays. India in Style Expo, one place you must visit.
Super quality supermarket. Best quality and great prices. Get your fresh fruits, vegetables and meats. It's a one-stop shop for the most affordable groceries, baby items, kitchen supplies, bathroom accessories, car care supplies, pet food, toys and lots more, all at Super Quality Supermarket. Wide aisles, fully air-conditioned and secured parking. 3 locations nationwide: Couva Car Park, Couva, 98 Endeavour Road, Chaguanas, and 47 Tissue Drive, Trincity. Super Quality Supermarket.
Passage to Asia, the award-winning restaurant and banquet suite located in the heart of Chaguanas, the best fusion food restaurant in Trinidad and Tobago. From the second you enter to the moment you leave, you will be treated like royalty. Come dine in luxury and enjoy the finest combination of Asian cuisine prepared by skilled and qualified chefs at Passage to Asia. The experience is truly unforgettable, perfect for families, couples and large groups. Passage to Asia, located at St. Ives Street, Chaguanas. Contact 672-2701. Also visit us on Facebook and Instagram.
At the Center for Integrated Medicine, we provide a new meaning to personalized and integrated medicine. We are about unifying medicine and providing a full spectrum of therapeutic options tailored to suit each client's needs. We believe that the body can heal itself from all viruses, illnesses and diseases. At the Center for Integrated Medicine, we have developed proven strategies while using our innovative technology to assist your body's healing process. Commit to a healthy body today. Call us at 610-3428 or WhatsApp at 305-6118.
Welcome back to the program Conversations with Zelisa. And let me go straight to the phone. This is somebody from abroad who's looking at the show, the United States of America. I saw my mother was in that and more. The things my mother went through, even from her in-laws, sleeping as a child and hearing the abuse. And I don't know that person, but she believes you. And that man was an abuser. It's time women speak up. I'm not saying some women are abusers as well. Yes, some women do abuse as well. We know that, physically, mentally, all kind of thing. Good morning. That stone fell in my backyard. No man should hit a woman, full stop. Men shouldn't be defending other men. Disgusting behavior, especially when the lady is pouring out her heart. Typical man. Darling, I agree with you, but men entitled to their opinion too. And you know, at least it's stirring something where women now are waking up and seeing and understand enough is enough. And I am saying, and just like this lady, it doesn't matter what it is, you don't take the law into your hand. Don't hit somebody, child. Yeah, don't hit somebody. You catch your tail making sacrifices. I have my one little daughter. Everything I do, every goal, whatever and to find a man beating her mercilessly, chopping up her nails and treating her less, well, I tell you, that is not acceptable. Good morning and welcome. Hello? All right, our time is quite limited. Very good program. Too many women have been through this and too many young people want to adapt that policy. It's wrong and you have to know enough is enough. We honestly get the strength from God. I only take one day, one moment. Love God, love yourself. That's a nice message. Love yourself. Care about yourself. Know what you are worth and know that you're a child of God and you don't deserve less than that. Good morning and welcome. Hello? All right. I want, before we wrap up, because I know the messages are coming and the calls are coming, but I want people now to understand, and this is important. You stood up and said, enough is enough. That day came. Today you are on a you've done so, girl, I'm so proud of you, huh? I am so proud of you.
Yeah, because, you know, like, something will go on for years, and I see a lot of women out there. I have a lot of friends, and they are into a bad relationship where all this abuse and beating, and they will never leave. They will never leave. But it's not about money. You could work for how much money you want. Money can't buy happiness. And he had a very good job. Right? And I walked out. I took 4 children and I just walked out. I never went back.
You took your 4 kids, you walked
never
out,
went
you
back.
went away.
Yeah.
But what you did is really empowered yourself. Good morning, welcome.
Good morning, Miss Zelisa.
Morning, sir. Yes, sir. Hello?
Good morning, Miss Zelisa.
Morning, sir. Quickly, our time is... Go ahead, please.
Right. I
Sir,
cannot hear you.
No, go ahead. Yes, I am hearing you. Please go ahead and share what you'd like to share. What is it, sir?
Right. Good morning, Miss Zelisa, to the lady there.
Morning.
Morning.
Right. I am a victim of physical and verbal abuse from a woman who we worked together, and she married me afterwards. But she cuffed me. Well, she has benefited many things from me, financially and otherwise. But one day, in the presence of a man who she have a relationship with at present, she cuffed me in his presence on my mouth. She caused her tooth to drop out my mouth, and I never hit her back.
Good.
I say, well, I leave it up to God. I tell her, I say, I leave you up to God. I say, I plead the blood of Jesus upon you. And although I went to the police to get help, I never got no help from the police. So I just leave it like that today.
Are you still living with her?
No, we don't live together. She never gave me the opportunity to come to her house. But she used to be coming to my house unannounced and all the time.
Yeah.
So I told her, I said, well, I'm not getting privilege to come to your house. I said it should be 50-50. I said, you coming at my house and I should be coming at your house. But she never, all she used to do was just to come and keep out things on my house
well, change the lock. Listen, change the lock.
She used to call a man and tell the man that every time she come and she go and I say I'm missing things, but she used to keep out things in my house. And,
okay,
and
so
right now, well, that is how it is.
Okay.
I don't call her and she don't call me, so I just leave that just so. But she has some things in my house,
yeah,
and I need to get it out of my house.
Okay, all right. Okay, I want you to listen to me carefully. You don't take yeah, first of all, let me say I applaud you as a man for standing up and shame on her for knocking and fighting and whatever. But the point is, you did the right thing. You did not retaliate and hit her back, or you did not use anything in terms of abuse. Good on you. Go to the police, explain it, let them take you, get what you need to get, or let her get what she has to get, and change the locks in your house. And God bless you with a new beginning and a new life and happiness and peace. Yeah? Good morning and welcome. So we can't hear what you're saying. We're not hearing you, sir. Please. What is it?
In Sierra, a very young girl, and the police said that she couldn't stand the low, and then she bust him back yesterday. I did not know her. And the time of the mother and the father there, and they raped the girl.
Oh my.
And all the police and she couldn't say, no, that's a robbery and thing.
All right. Well, yeah. Okay, sir. Thanks for sharing that. I appreciate that very much, but our time is so limited. Good morning, Zelisa. I wonder if your guess was that man's daughter, how he would view the matter. Exactly, Jen. That's it. And she's calling from Jamaica. She's an example to women everywhere who now understand that they deserve to be valued and happy. Kudos to her. And we all are proud of her. This is coming from somebody in Jamaica. Thank you, Jen. Good morning, Zelisa. You are so right. Men believe that they are above women, and it's about control. I applaud this woman for getting out of that relationship. I'm reading it to you because I want you to know. Great program. I applaud this lady. So do I. Thank you. And, you know, we have 2 minutes to wrap things up. Before we wrap up, it is important to let you know she got out. She is now the manager of Massa Nature Park. She has her own drapery business where she started sewing in her house. She has her own drapery business. She's an accomplished singer, and she is such a, look at her, she's glowing. She's a happy lady, worry-free and blessed. I just want to say, may God bless you.
Thank you.
And may you continue to grow from strength to strength. And may you be an inspiration to women and men, because we had a gentleman. You ignited something in that man to pick up that phone and call.
Yes,
men don't get up and say they were abused. Sir, I applaud you. And all the men out there. And I want to thank you. And God bless you.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. And it was a pleasure.
It was our blessing on behalf of all of us to have you share your personal life story. It takes a lot of guts and a lot of strength to stand up and not just say enough is enough and live your dreams, but to say no more, and if you did it, anybody else could do it, because with God all things are possible. This is where we've got to wrap things up. I thank you kindly for choosing us. Please find the strength within yourself to know that with God all things are possible, and to know whether you're a man or a woman, you deserve only the best. Remember that. And love yourself, because if you don't love you, no one else could and would. I am Zelisa Budu Singh Rupani. Thank you so much for choosing us.